Here we are with an unboxing and demonstration of the Visopix mini keyboard. So here we are, it's a mini keyboard. This is a UK layout in black, and here we've got some of the features of the device on the side of the packaging. So this is essentially a keyboard that connects via USB but wirelessly with a USB dongle to a range of equipment, be it your computer, your games console, your set-top box, your HD player or your smartphone. So let's take a look at what you actually get in the box. So here is the mini keyboard, and we'll come back to that in a moment. So within the packaging we get supplied with a mini USB to USB connection for charging from a computer, and there is then just a little bit of documentation to sort of explain how to get it up and running. So bringing the keyboard in, let's actually start on the back here. So here we've got a label explaining what it is. Under here we've got the removable bit like so, and this is where the USB dongle bit is. Like a wireless mouse or keyboard, you connect this to the USB port on your computer, games console, or to a mobile device if it's got USB hosting, so you connect that in, and that's the wireless dongle that communicates with the actual keyboard itself. So you can slide that back on. You'll see here we've got a laser button, which we'll come to in a moment. On the bottom here we've got the on-off switch, and we've got the connection for charging. Now you can actually see that it's quite thin. It's got a nice curvature to it. This is sort of like a rubbery, grippy texture on the back here. It's quite smooth, but you can feel a bit of resistance when you slide your fingers across it. So let's just switch that on and then come back round to the front. So this is like a compressed version of a full desktop keyboard, really. You can see that you've even got the ability to use the mouse buttons here. We've got LED notification lights to show the power and connection. We've got our F keys, we've got then additional shortcuts using the function button, we've got space bar, we've got up, down, left or right cursor keys, page up, page down, and then we've got a trackpad here for actually navigating the mouse, so moving it around like so. Now we mentioned that there is a laser button. You can just see here there's a little bit there, that's where the laser comes out of, and you can use this as a pointer so you can see the laser moving about there. Now where this really comes into its own is in a multitude of situations, but primarily maybe if you're giving presentations. So you might have a laptop connected and you can walk around the room. You could use the laser to point at things on screen. You could control your mouse on screen to show certain things. You could be entering text. What I like to use this for is, say at home, if I've got my device connected up to my HD display and maybe wanting to view web pages or something like that, I can use it as a way of navigating my devices away from me across the other side of the room, but I can wirelessly communicate. I've got the mouse to navigate around it on screen. It's just a bit more portable. Of course, there's lots of Bluetooth keyboards and things, so that is a bit of a downside to this. It's not Bluetooth, so to work with your smartphone, your phone does have to have USB hosting capabilities, but if it does that, then this is a sort of really nice accessory. It's much more portable, and it reminds me sort of a remote control sort of size. That's the way to sort of explain it. You know, your average remote control for your television or skybox, it's about that sort of width and about that sort of height. It's very lightweight, you'd hardly know you've got it, and if you travelled a lot this would be quite a useful accessory. You know, writing Word documents is fairly comfortable on it here. Little bit wide personally for my taste, to make for a comfortable fit. You've got to stretch just a little bit there, but depends how you want to hold it. The keys are raised, as you can see. The rubber, they've got that clicky sound, so it's actually quite good quality. It doesn't feel cheap, and you can actually got that tactile feedback which you don't get on some keyboards. I really like the fact that you've got this sort of trackpad as well. That makes it really versatile. Then you've got the physical buttons here. There are some limitations of this depending on which equipment that you connect it to, but if you're connecting this to a desktop computer or Windows or Mac, you've got a lot more functionality than you might if you connect it to a set-top box. Smartphones, you've got most of the functionality as well, and a lot of the shortcuts do work as well. So that's just a quick unboxing of the Visopix mini keyboard. Stay tuned to see the keyboard in action. Okay, so I just want to show you the power of the Visopix keyboard in action. It's quite possible, like me, that you connect up your Android smartphone or tablet or your computer to an HD display, maybe in your lounge or something. So what we've got here is a Sony Xperia P connected up via HDMI, and we're utilising the USB host functionality that it actually offers to allow us to connect this up and demonstrate it. So here's the keyboard, and you should be able to see on screen that I'm moving around a mouse pointer whilst using the trackpad on the keyboard. I can go into applications. Admittedly, I've got no music on this device, but you could then control it using the keyboard. I can come out, I can go into menu systems, I can go into my gallery if I want, I can come back to the home screen, I can then scroll through the different menus as well. So got your list of applications, or I can drag things to my home screen if I want. Just press and hold, things like that. I can go into my messaging application, I can create a new message, and I can use the keyboard to actually type there. So you can see I've written hello. I can then do what I like with this. I can come out of it. So I can then utilize the phone with the benefit of being sat away from the actual phone itself and controlling it from the sofa or something like that. So this is a really versatile keyboard. It allows you a lot of opportunities to use it and control your device in many circumstances. It's light, it's portable, and well recommended.